Hey everyone, welcome to Tech Answers. Today's episode, we'll be taking a look at the Corsair 500D. This thing just came out. I've been following it on Amazon. It was finally available, so I went ahead and ordered it. I saw this back where all the bigger YouTubers covered this in CES, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it because it reminds me a lot of my Raging Tech case, but it actually has air vents in the front, so it should actually allow for better airflow. So let's get this thing open. I apologize for the camera angle. It's about as best as I can do. As I'm sure you can probably tell by now, we moved where the office is in the house. So I now have a bigger room, but I don't have everything set up yet. So, tape. All right. Alright, looks like the case is wrapped up very well. I'm going to put this down on the floor. This case is beautiful. Hold on, wait for it. Well, my first impressions are this thing is freaking beautiful. My first impressions, this thing is gorgeous. Very sleek, looks very, very, very classy. I love the aluminum part right here at the end of each piece of glass and how they put all that together. Not sure what I'm going to do about fans. This thing actually, it can handle 120s or 140s in the front, 120 in the rear, and then of course 120s or 140s in the top. So this case will have much, much better airflow than what I'm used to. The system that will be going in this will be a 7700K with an Asus Maximus 9 Hero motherboard and a reference 1080 Ti. Only thing left to do is build. Alright, so it's the next day. I got finished up late last night. Didn't feel like doing this because it was almost 1 o'clock. But cable management is amazing. I love the build quality of this case. It's very sturdy. The only issue I have with this case, it's purely cosmetic. If you look across the top of the frame, you can see where the cutouts are for like a case side. And probably where this comes from is most case manufacturers will use similar parts from one case to another. So they'll stamp out, you know, the top part of the case, and that'll go for, you know, a few cases instead of just one. Well, that case has solid sides, so this one still has the cutouts. And you'd think for the $150 this case would cost, it wouldn't have things like that, or maybe even just painted the top of the glass, something to cover it up. Other than that, this thing is amazing. I found out the front doesn't come off, but that's fine because the way the filter comes out, you can easily you open up the side and then you just pull the filter right off to the side, so no big deal there. Had to use one of the stock fans in the back of the case because I miscounted the fans that I had on hand. I thought I had another 120 millimeter maglev fan, but I ended up not, so I had to just use the standard one, and I'll just pick up another one at a later date. Noise seems to be just fine. I mean, if your fans kick up, you're going to hear them. It has the usual power supply air filter, top air filter, and of course the front one like I just talked about. Airflow is great. Cable management in this case was awesome. It is probably the best looking cable management job I've personally ever had in a case, simply because of that cable management duct in the back. I like the really thick aluminum. It gives the case a really nice feel. The glass is real thick and heavy, and I like the retention screw on the side panel. So if you're moving the case around, the side panels won't accidentally fly off. Another big difference that I noticed between this case and I believe it's some of the Crystal series cases is the basement. The end of the basement has a little cap, and you can see the screws where that attaches, so you have a cap so you're not seeing right into the basement of the case. It also made hiding all the cables a lot easier, having the hard drives up on the side and not in trays and underneath the power supply shroud. I will probably have to go back to my NZXT Hue LED kit. I don't believe my Fantech strip really fits this case properly, as you can see where it's squeezing in around the corners and it doesn't quite look right, so probably gonna have to change that out. The air cooler didn't quite perform as well as I was expecting, but it's a $42 cooler. I'm not gonna complain too much, so I just delidded the CPU, and now my max temperatures are 65 degrees Celsius under synthetic loads. Well, it is a gorgeous case. I am so happy I got it as soon as it was available, and I'm looking forward to showing it off in the future. Drop a comment if you have any questions about the case. Give this video a like if you like it. Maybe even subscribe. Have a good day.